Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. The alleged spirit of the river, why it vomited Ebony's ritual, turned red and hot, gave Ebony a stern warning to locate Queen Naomi and beg for her forgiveness or pay dearly. As Ebony ran to the Ooni of Ife and Yanifa in tears. This is what we are hearing that is happening right now in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, before I continue with this very story, I would like to, explain this to people who do not know, because it's not about telling what is going on. It's about, getting people to understand the foundation of certain things. We are all aware that Ile-Ife is a traditional community. Ile-Ife is the, origin of the Yoruba man, okay? Now, these are traditional people. If you go all over the world, they all know that these are traditional people. And these are people who are really proud of their culture, proud of their tradition. And they are ready to, sing it to the entire world. Now, in Ile-Ife, there are a lot of stuff that are considered sacred in Ile-Ife. Now, one of the most sacred rivers in Ile-Ife is the Odo Agbe. Odo Agbe. Hell, Biko, I'm begging you people. I will apologize before I start. If you know that I have not pronounced it well, don't take it personal, please. I am sorry, okay? Now, let me spell it for you so that you can pronounce it yourself. O-D-O-O-G-B-E, okay? Odo Agbe, okay? It's called Agbe River. Odo Ogbe. Ogbe River is called the Ogbe River. It is considered highly spiritual and is strictly reserved for ritual purposes only, okay? Now, why people are not allowed to go there freely is because of the spiritual significance. The river is believed to be inhabited by powerful deities and ancestral spirits. Only priests, traditionalists, and selected individuals can approach it for sacred rituals, okay? Now, purification and sacrifices. The river is used for cleansing rituals, appeasing the gods, and performing sacred sacrifices for the peace and prosperity of Ile-Ife. Okay? Number 3, forbidden for ordinary people. It is believed that those who approach the river without spiritual authorization may face mystical consequences, including misfortune or spiritual attack. Okay? Now, number 4. Portal to the spirit world. According to the Yoruba tradition, certain rivers serve as gateways to the realm of the gods and should not be disturbed by daily human activities. Okay? Now, recently, Ebony is rumored to have gone to Odoogbe to go and perform a ritual. Okay? They said it is not allowed to ordinary people. It is for those who are spiritually inclined, those who understand the things of the spirit. And Ebony happens to be one of those. And she prepared her kaya, everything, to go there and perform a ritual to the gods to appease and all of that. We heard that something very unusual happened, that they went there at the time where they had asked them to go. He said it was Ebony, the father, and 2 other people that went. She was wearing her white, carrying her pot with the design and everything. They say after they performed the ritual, they did everything and they poured the ritual inside the river. They said that the whole water turned like red, and became hot. and was shaking. They said Ebony ran out. The uncle ran out. People ran out of the river. Ebony ran in tears, and they came back, and it's such a sacrilege because the pot was even broken at the bank of that river because she was carrying the pot when they fetched something from the pot and poured after, the incantations and all of that. She was the one holding the pot, and they fetched something from the pot and they poured inside the river to now pour the rest inside. They have their spiritual protocol on how to do things. And then they said, immediately they fetched those things and poured inside the river. The color of the river changed, and then it became very hot. That was how she ran. And because she was, scared, she's never seen anything like that. And the pot dropped at the bank of the river and got broken, and all those things inside scattered. And that was how they fled the scene of the river, and they left and went to go and meet Ooni of Ife. Now, when she came back to meet Ooni of Ife, in tears, she was like very devastated. She didn't know what to make out of what had happened. She's not done anything wrong. She was crying and crying. And they said that Ooni of Ife quickly sent for the custodian of the river. And the custodian of the river came to the palace. And when she came to the palace, she told Ooni of Ife. And by the time Ebony got to the palace, Yanifa was just full of smiles. The woman was so full of smiles. She was looking at Ebony because Ebony has already declared herself, at war with Yanifa, because Ebony feels that Yanifa is an ardent supporter of Olori Naomi. And so she does not want to have anything to do with Yanifa. But when, she could not understand it, she had to run back to them. Now, the custodian of the river came to the palace, and I started talking. And the custodian of the river said that everything that happened inside that river is an indication that one of their, late goddess is very, very upset with Ebony, that Ebony shouldn't have entered that river. You know that she prides herself to be a child of, is it Olokun? Olokun, sorry, before una go vex. She prides herself to be a daughter of Olokun, and everything goes. Remember that she should never have entered that river. Now, the next time she wants to come into that river to make any kind of sacrifice, she will have to have finished making peace, complete peace, and making sure that she is forgiven by Olori Naomi before she gets into that river. Because if she doesn't, if she comes to that river, the river will swallow her. That you cannot be speaking from both sides of your mouth. You cannot say you love the gods and you do not love the rules of the gods. That they had consulted her before going to go and make that sacrifice. And she told them not to come to that river. That she was in her, she was doing her ritual, her own worship. When she found out that they were there, she did not bother because she knew what will happen. Yanifa also made mention to Ebony that she needs to go and make peace with Olori Naomi, and she needs to go and apologize to Olori Naomi because she is a fundamental reason to why things went that bad between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi. This is what we are hearing. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, speculated, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.